So, welcome to the first of what's probably going to be a number of Gothic streams. Not the Gothic theme, but the Gothic game. It took me quite a while to set this up, actually, and I ended up... I usually stream from original hardware. This is kind of original hardware because it's a PC, but it's my modern streaming PC this is currently running on. Because I couldn't get it to work on my other PC. I guess I'm eventually going to make it work on a real retro PC. Hey, Vector Joe. But yeah, so far I had quite some trouble getting this to work in Windows 10 actually, so it is going to be easier to run it on a Windows 98 or Windows XP PC or something like that. Good evening, Gentlebear. Yeah. So I so wanted to play this. Long story short, it took me quite some effort to get this to run, and it in my test run that I did, it crashed a couple of times and things like that. So I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I hope it is going to work at all for a bit at least. And yeah, eventually I'm going to. I downloaded this from GOG actually, so. Sahasrala, good evening. Yeah, it's one of my absolute favorites of all time too. I think the first two Gothic games are like, yeah, they were like total revelations for me, I think. Really, still some of my favorite games ever. Like the whole atmosphere. And obviously I'm playing the English version, which I have never played. This is a German-made game released in 2001, I think, so it's not that retro, but it's still quite retro considering it's 19 years old now. Yeah. Trakrem, good evening. 14 months already. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I think you were probably there for some of my first Ember Moon streams. I think. Or one of the C64 streams before that, even maybe. I'm just going to start a new game, and there's a little bit of an intro, I think. I hope the audio levels are going to work out. It's quite a difference between the audio. The music you're hearing now is very low, and it gets louder for the intro and for speech and stuff, so let's see. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, the geek, but good evening. And if you hear a slight humming sound in the background, maybe, just set in. I have a space heater set up here because my heating stopped working again. Just as last autumn, and they still didn't get it fixed, and I'm a bit upset about that, but we're not going to talk about that much, I guess. Let's start the game! And cross your fingers that this is going to work, because it wouldn't start.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one.
Yeah, the English voice was really cool, actually. What I've heard so far. The orcs!
The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Corinus. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Corinus was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name
That's me.
of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop. Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well. I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you.
Keep silent. Right. Send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up.
Yeah.
I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
What do I think? Hey, good evening, Jakobib. And Lars. Yeah, PC game Gothic. Gothic 1. Actually, I planned to run this from a real retro PC, but couldn't get it to work, so I'm running this on the streaming PC for now. Which was kind of a challenge in itself, because it's running, it's like a Windows 98, I think, was still around at the time. So it's more made to run on Windows XP, 98, NT, things like that. And it's pretty, yeah, it's not very stable. I hope it doesn't crash, because I had to reboot the system a couple of times to make it actually start again after it crashed the last time. So we're going to see. 2 fingers, as much polygons as the rest of the body. Yeah, the 3D modeling has gone a long way since then. But I mean, this is 2001. This is like 19 years ago, and the graphics were pretty... I guess they were pretty spectacular for the time. But nothing like... It's more about the content of the game is the thing that really sets this apart. The whole atmosphere of the game. And I mean, it starts with us being like this prisoner who gets thrown into this magical barrier, and the first thing we encounter is a group of people just hitting us in the face. So yeah, that kind of sets the tone for the whole game at this point. And that's really nostalgic for me, because this just blew me away. Once I remember just playing this for the first time, and it didn't work on my system, and I had to wait like a year or so to actually run it, and then I just got was amazed very quickly. It very quickly sucked me in, and I played it a lot. But it's been a long time since I actually played this at all. So, and I never played the English version. So far, the English voices sound a lot like the German voices, as you said, Sahasrara. Windows 98 PCs, high-end PCs running since a week. Nice. Yeah, I have to do like build a proper PC to run this at some point. But this is a long game, so we're going to be. This is probably going to take at least as long as Ember Moon took me to play through. And I plan on doing other stuff in between and things like that. But I really feel like this is a good game to play in the colder month of the year. Kropotkin! Actually, I have my original copy of this. Just want to pop in to see how it plays. It's been a very long time. Yeah, same for me. I hope this works. Okay, let's get some conversation started here. What do I need to know about this place?
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
Oh, thanks. Well done with Ember Moon. Yeah, it's pretty. It doesn't run on every Windows 98 PC. I think it's pretty for the time. It was pretty resource hungry, I guess. I remember it not running on my Windows 98 PC, which was, I think, a Pentium 150 megahertz. I think was my first PC, and it didn't run well, or it didn't run at all, basically, on that one. And then I later got an AMD of some kind, and that was a bit faster, and I could actually play this.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon? That's important.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Yay. Oh, this game is so... I love this game.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
My favorite faction. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I think I played it through with in all the factions by now, but I'm not sure which. They all have their pros and cons, I guess. I'm not sure which faction I'm going to play this. We're going to see. I haven't decided yet, and I don't know. Yeah. Undecided. Always like the new camp. Yeah, the new camp is... Yeah. I don't know. I think the first time I played it as a new camp member. No beer tonight, no. I'm a bit... I'm out of beer, actually. I don't have any beer. Okay.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there. But if you plan to fight him,
Vodka.
Be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
Yeah. Basically everybody is an experienced warrior compared to us at the beginning of the game.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
Ich
I was
trinke
given it by
Absinth
a
heute
mage
Abend.
shortly before they
Oh,
threw me in
nice.
here.
Enjoy.
Lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Yeah, the English... That's the English voices are really good, actually. I like it. This is originally a German game, but I think they did the English translation with the same effort. I think it was aimed at the international market. And there's also, I think, Russian and some Eastern Europe stuff. Eastern European languages, like Polish, I think, and things like that. It was really successful in Eastern Europe, I think. Who's Gomez?
Who's Gomez?
Gomez.
Gomez is the most powerful Ore Baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
No, he's actually standing in water. He just got thrown into this prison colony behind a magical barrier, and he lands in like a little lake or a little pond rather, and this is basically the first thing we get. We get hit in the face, punched in the face, and then we wake up and encounter Diego.
Let's assume I want to join his people.
Oh,
what do I
journal
need to do?
entries, yeah.
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
By the way, the
Thanks for
game,
your help.
the
We'll
music,
meet in the
background
old
music,
camp.
is awesome, I think. Really sets the mood in this game. And it's I remember playing this for the first time and being like slightly put off by the graphics because I didn't really like 3D games at the time. Except for things like Doom and things like that, but they look way different. And yeah, but the atmosphere is so dense in this game. It's really cool. We picked up our first item, a torch, and I think there's some, I don't quite remember. There's some stuff hidden around here, but I won't. It's nothing really important, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's just go to the camp. I'm actually, this is the standard setup for this, is playing this with the arrow keys, so I'm not really a WASD player, because I didn't really play many games, at least not first person or third person things after this time, and the games in this age were mostly set up to use the arrow keys for moving. Standard.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp.
Oh, the
You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work
Baldur's
for the
Gate
old
was
camp,
for 2D.
same as the others
Yeah.
you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, I've talked to
Yes, I
Diego.
have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
Yeah, the shoulder pads are quite amazing. All the armor has like large shoulder pads, especially the later tougher armors have huge shoulder pads. I don't know the design. It's pretty distinct, I guess. It's not... Yeah. I like it. It's really fitting.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place.
Quiet
The
and
new camp
peaceful.
doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
Oh, Global Baker, good evening. Didn't see you there at first. They played too much Warhammer. Yeah, maybe. I guess they were all like most of the developers were like metalhead people. They still are actually, I guess. And like pen and paper nerd metalheads. And there's some references to things like smoking certain herbs and things like that in the game. So yeah, probably they did a lot of that too while developing this. And it's a really small group of people who made this game, I think. The Piranha Bytes guys.
When I was washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it Standing Godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
Is this the TRS-80? No. This is a PC game, actually. And I wanted to play this on an actual old PC, but I didn't get it to run. So this is now running on the streaming PC. Yeah. I actually have the German version on CD and managed to install that, but I didn't manage to install the English files over the German version to make it actually work. We're going to get there eventually, I guess. Just weekend, good evening. Who's this guy pretending to be Jan Veta playing this game? No, I'm actually playing a slightly more modern game because I really love this game. Yeah, this is a nice mousepad actually. I had to sneak in some Commodore stuff.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
Yeah, it's pretty grim in here, but it's a prison colony. I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, I finished the other game I played. That one game I always played. And now I have to play something else that takes me a year. So this is probably going to end up being like as long as the Ember Moon streams. By the way, how are the sound levels? Is it okay? As long as there's only music, you should hear me pretty well. And you should hear the people talking as well, I hope. From the levels it looks like it. Sounds okay, okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we all can live with that.
You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one piece.
Yeah, I did a test recording because, yeah, I never streamed from the PC, actually, I think. I always streamed like some other hardware.
How's it going?
Good. None of the rogues from the new camp are to be seen anywhere.
None of the rogues? Okay, okay, he's not very talkative. You're a little bit louder than the game, but still okay. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So, if I talk a bit quieter, so you can still hear me. Meat bugs. In German, they are called Fleischwanze. The German, it's really cool. The German version is, of course, the version I played back in the day. Let's collect some stuff. And I think you have an unlimited inventory, which is pretty nice. So you can collect everything. I think we already collected a lockpick. That's one thing that I didn't like about the game. This inventory is not very... It's not... You can't really see it very well. But I mean, it's 2001, so... Probably. It's an adequate GUI. A pickaxe, which is going to become our first weapon, I think. Nice to have a bag of holding. Never put a bag of holding into a bag of holding. Is it called bag of holding? New Patreon video and stream on the same day. Yeah, I had some issues with my video. It was actually finished yesterday and I wanted to release it yesterday. But I had to re-upload it because things went wrong with the rendering. Yeah, I screwed up basically. Another pickaxe. Okay. There's a sword somewhere. Don't quite remember where it was, but I think we can actually have a sword. And he can jump quite high. Oh yeah, maybe? Over here. There's actually mouse looking and things like that, but I think the first time I played this I didn't even realize that you could use the mouse, so I'm mostly going to play it with the keyboard, I think. Oh, there's our sword. If you put another bag of holding into it, it creates a black hole and opens a portal to the astral plane. Let's see if saving the game actually crashes the game. No, it doesn't. That's good. Didn't try that. First fight! A juvenile mole rat. And I can collect meat from the mole rat, I think. Yeah. We find some nuggets of ore, which is, I think, the currency in this game, if I remember correctly. And there's so many like secret little spots and things to explore and find in this game. It's quite amazing. So we did actually collect a sword, didn't we? Yeah. Yay! Our first sword! Hey, cheap Lera! Evening! Evening! Okay, nothing here. No. We can run? Can we run? That's no, we're running all the time and actually pressing down Shift slows us down, I think. Wow, it's been a long time since I played this. It really, I think, yeah, probably like 10 years maybe? Definitely been a while. Looks like Zelda Breath of the Wild in ultra low details. Yeah, kind of, but it's a lot darker than that. It's really a grim world. Another torch, another arrow. Oh, an old sword, that's actually a better sword, I think. Yeah. Yeah. That's a way better sword. Come here, juvenile scavenger. And our fighting skills are not the best in the beginning. obviously. It's really fun about this game that the fighting animations also get better while you get better. If you learn new skills and things like that. Skeleton in the Tree was a 90s gamer waiting for Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, okay, there's not much more going on here, I think. We can refresh our energy by eating things we found, or by drinking beer. Already found some schnapps. Schnapps. Refreshing my energy with schnapps, great idea. Yeah, I don't know if that works in reality. I'm not quite sure about that. To a certain extent, maybe. Seraphis? Orc leaf? Can I use the other control key actually? Would make things a bit easier. No, I can't. Okay, maybe I have to. But I think I can use the mouse actually. No! Okay, so that's why I played this with the keyboard for the most part, I think. Hello, friendly looking people. Oh, Easy Living. Did I say hello yet? Hello. Smile Spray, good evening. Did you all know that today is Monkey Island's 30th anniversary? Oh, I thought that was a couple of days earlier, actually. Like last week or something like that. We should celebrate with some grog, anyway. Oh, Easy Living, you didn't say hello. 80s and 90s releases were a mess.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Everything
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
I think I might have a beer for you. Here you are.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
Oh, evening 8-bit Babsy as well. And Milos. Battery has to just open an Amiga 500 Plus. Yeah.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
Oh, that costs a lot of ore, which is the currency. And skill points, okay.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually, because you can, as he says...
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
Hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them. Once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Hey, Dave Pooh. This was released in 2001. Red Dead Redemption in, yeah, like a medieval fantasy world. But it's kind of the same. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption, but from what I saw, it's kind of like the same kind of atmosphere, like really hostile. Skyrim on settings low, yeah.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Hey Boka, good evening. The voice acting is actually, that's... Yeah, but I think the German version is the same. They're all like a bit exaggerating with the voice acting, but it's really close to the voices of the German version, really.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old
Thanks for the
camp.
host, Boka.
Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas. Where do I get a map?
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Yeah, that's a bad idea if you are not equipped going into the forest. The English version being like 6 or more months late. Oh, interesting. Okay. Didn't know that. I thought they were released at the same point in time. They could use that time to find quality voice talent, but no. Yeah, I guess there weren't really that many. I think this wasn't a big budget game, and probably there weren't that many voice actors for games yet, or something. I don't really know. It wasn't really that common back in those days to have a fully voiced game, I think.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Yeah, I guess not many games. But some of them had, but not many had like a full voiced. They were not fully voiced, I think. But there were like adventure games and things like that that were fully voiced before that. Many games.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
Oh yeah, Diablo 1. Diablo 1. Lance of Lore, Blacksmith. Yeah, the fresh meat. Yeah, Wolfman Jack, good evening. RPG made in Germany, yeah. And still one of my favorites. Another RPG made in Germany, Amber Moon, is actually made in Germany too. But this one is more well known, I think, in different regions as well. At least more well known than Amber Moon. Oh. Gotcha. Fresh meat. Yeah, and there's actually... I remember the first time I played this, I just went for a stroll. And yeah, you basically get killed immediately if you go somewhere else. So there's a lot of monsters everywhere. And a lot of stronger monsters that you're not really equipped for yet. Hello, Bridge Guard. Have you completed Amber Moon meanwhile and I missed it? Yes, I did. I completed it, I don't know, a month ago or something. Or a bit longer even. I paused a month basically after that with streaming. Realms of Arcania, yeah, that's German. That's based on a German pen and paper. And it's a German-made game as well, I think. Teleplasma, good evening.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
Yeah, the voices.
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts.
Yeah, that's...
Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you. Let me pass.
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
I want to be a pirate.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
The only RPG ever where every NPC comes from Texas. Yeah, some of them seem to do. So Red Dead Redemption is probably not too far off. Ah, I miss playing this game. There's another beer. And there's some monsters everywhere. If we encounter like 2 of these weak monsters, we're probably not going to survive. Should save the game, by the way. Because I don't know, this crashed a couple of times when I tested it. I don't know how stable it is going to run.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
You ain't come to make trouble. Sir Johnston, British voice acting for RPGs is overrated. Yeah, I don't know who did it, who did the voice acting, who decided on that.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Same as ever.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez don't want them to. So don't make trouble when you're inside or you won't be going nowhere.
Okay. Credits shows 16 voice actors for the whole game. Okay, there's a lot more NPCs in the game than that. But that's probably they did the same, got the same amount of people, same number of people that they did for the German version.
Do you need an extra man?
You must be one of the new ones, huh? If you're looking for a camp to join, try the sect loonies. They're not fussy about who they take on. We don't take just anyone. Not unless you want to go digging in the old mine.
Just had a discussion in the Burger King drive-thru because I placed my order with a British accent. Yeah, that's rather uncommon in Germany, I think.
Do you need an extra man?
You must be one of the new ones, huh? If you're looking for a camp to join, try the sect loonies. They're not fussy about who they take on. We don't take just anyone. Not unless you want to go digging in the old mine.
Yeah, really friendly people everywhere. Who calls the shots? Okay, let's go into the old camp.
You're very probably right. As long as I'm not. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Hi.
What do you want?
As long as I'm not involved.
What can you tell me about the camp?
I guess the most interesting part of it is the marketplace. If you're looking for anything in particular, that's the place to go. It's the place under the large roof, south of the outer ring.
I don't know if the German lip sync, if it's actually lip synced in the German version. I don't think so. Or probably very roughly lip synced to the German. Last single RPG on classic PC was Ultima 9. Nice game, but very buggy. Yeah, I never played any of the Ultimas, really. I played a bit of the first couple on the C64 and such, but never played through an Ultima game, so that's another project I have for the future. Diego.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons,
Don't
everything.
think lip sync was
You
his
can
thing.
also
Yeah.
get some of it. All
Probably
you have
not.
to do is join Gomez's people.
Take
We
care.
talked to him before. I think he's just saying the same stuff. Grim. Hello, Grim.
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
What's life like here?
Easy going. As long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
Oh, the Shadows is actually a rank, I think. Nobody important. Good evening. The original Gothic, yes, indeed.
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
Ooh. Mysterious. Okay. Can I go to Diego now and ask him about that? No.
Take care.
Take care. It's actually pretty friendly. Taurus. You don't look as though you'd let... Yeah.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
Oh, Vector Joe, I'm playing this on the actual streaming PC, so it's modern hardware for now. But I'm going to build a Windows XP or something machine to run this on actually for the next time, probably.
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
Gomez. I have the 1,000 nuggets. No, I don't. Okay. Let's run around a bit. Oh, actually, I think I have to ask him about working for Gomez, so the story can continue.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Yeah, it's the GOG version on Windows 10. And it was quite a pain to get this to work. I had to restart a couple of times and things like that, and it crashed. But now it seems to be pretty stable, I hope.
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Yeah, I actually bought this on GOG. I only have the German version. And I bought the GOG version for like $2 or something. Or $3 maybe. It's really inexpensive. And you can run it on Windows 10. I think running OBS in the background to stream it and yeah, like having a dual monitor setup just doesn't play very well with this game, but otherwise it works. And it also like syncs your save games and things like that, like GOG Galaxy thing does.
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people.
DOSBox
He'll
on
test
Pi
you.
with Windows 98.
And if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
Yeah, I played it back as soon as I had a computer that was powerful enough to run it. I played it. But the German version, of course, and I wanted to play the English version for the stream, because the streams are supposed to be English. So more people can understand. I've talked to Taurus.
I've talked to Thoris.
Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know?
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
Interesting how well the controls work despite how they aren't traditional. Yeah, they are pretty. Once you get used to it, and I played this a lot back in the day, so I'm probably going to pick this up rather quickly. But They are pretty well thought through, I think. Except for the menus and the inventory and things like that. I don't really like that. It wasn't really good for the time.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Yeah, for 2001, it looks pretty good actually. And they did the whole engine is made by the people who made the game. Only a handful of people. Those were the days where not like 100 people worked on the game.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
Oh, useful.
I can't teach you anything. You don't have enough experience.
Oh, I need to gain experience first.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Okay.
Take care.
Take care, Diego. Let's walk the outer ring and find some important people. When you get used to them, it's like second nature. Yeah, I have a rather hard time getting used to modern controls, actually. Tried playing GTA 5 recently, and that was, yeah, not really good with that. And with, like, I'm not really good with modern console controllers and things like that. Because, yeah, I don't play a lot of games, actually. And this was kind of around the time I stopped playing games for a while. And then I started playing retro games again, so the modern games I'm not really used to the controls.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
Oh.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Who is the Sleeper?
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the 3 gods. And you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the Sleeper will lead us to freedom.
Yeah, actually the only GTA I really played was Vice City.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy, but Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
Yeah, GTA 5, I might give it another shot, but I tried it. It was like free on the Epic Store, and I downloaded it and filled up all my hard disk space. And then I played it for like half an hour, and I don't know, didn't really get into it, so I didn't. Yeah, I basically played it for half an hour and didn't play it any further yet.
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
Ha! He's one of the magicians. That's none of your business. We are not supposed to tell anybody that we have a letter for the magicians. Because they are all going to try to steal it from us, I think.
That's none of your business.
Fine, man. I just wanted to help.
GTA 5 takes too long to get into the good parts. Okay, so maybe, yeah. I kind of like driving around, and the graphics are really nice, of course, and things like that, but yeah.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
I don't have any ore yet.
Is that a threat?
On the contrary, it's an offer of friendship.
Of course.
Why not? How much ore were you thinking of?
Not much. 10 ore, that's all I need.
Yeah, the role of the females in this game is quite questionable, I guess. There are females, but most of them are like half naked and things like that. But I guess it being a prison, like Milos says, is kind of an explanation. The main explanation would be that the people who made this game were mostly guys, I think. I think the girlfriend and later wife of the main developer played a part too, but I'm not quite sure. I think most of them were like metal fans, guys, drinking beer, smoking herbs. I don't have 10 ore.
Then I'll take whatever you have. That's okay. You can give me the rest.
Half naked in conjunction with prison doesn't make sense.
Let me see. Oh, I take small donations too. It's the thought.
Oh, there have to be some.
Thanks for the ore, kid. From now on, I'll be watching out for you whenever you're in the camp.
There are some women in the game. Some women, but they don't have a lot to say.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.
I think.
May I pass through here?
Ooh, it's really unfriendly. Oh, and what's amazing is that all the people living in this world have like they do things
here,
all the time. They are
know
working and they're going to sleep and things like that.
I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
Kind of Monty Python vibe with males disguised as females. I don't know. In the German version, at least, the females are voiced by actual females, I think. At least, judging by the voices.
What good will your speaking up for me do?
If you want to join the camp, you need people to speak up for you. If I speak up for you with Diego, that'd be a great help for you.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
His district is the district of the arena. Okay. Hello, Digger.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
I remember that.
What's your problem?
Leave me alone, man. Everyone's a problem with me. It all started when I built my hut. Don't build your hut close to the ditch, they said. But none of these bastards told me what would happen if I still did it. When I came back from the mine a few days ago, I had a second door. Those pigs, I hate them. I can't tell you how much I hate them. Now everybody runs through my hut. Every idiot.
Every idiot. I hope the Gothic remake turns out well. Yeah, I hope so too. I played the demo and it doesn't feel the same, of course. But it's still, if they manage to put the story in there and like a bit of the atmosphere, it's going to be a nice game, I guess. I hope. But it's not the Piranha Bytes people don't have anything to do with that, I think. Except for, of course, making the first game, the original game. Isn't it made by a company in Spain? Was it Spain? I don't remember. Jesse.
How's things? New here, are you? You better know that it's no good getting into trouble with the guards. When they want protection money, you better pay. Otherwise, half the camp will be against you.
Ew. That's not good. Yeah, we gotta pay, I think, in the beginning, because we're too weak to face them. Oh, and that's a nice feature of the game. You can actually cook your food, I think. Yeah. It actually goes really quickly, and then you get more life points from the cooked food. Like in later games that's kind of standard, but it was kind of, I think it was kind of a new thing. And how's things?
And how's things?
There ain't enough room in this camp for the two of us.
Ooh.
Pardon me?
If it was up to me, you wouldn't last out here for long. Do you know why I'm here? I killed 12 people in one night. Just like that.
Dave Pooh, it was
away, man.
It was a big hit in Germany and some parts. I think in Russia it was a big hit for some reason, and in Eastern Europe it was a really big hit. But it's not that well known outside for I don't know what reason. And we can actually steal stuff. Oh, and I only had one pick lock. Pick lock? Lockpick?
Ah, new face.
Ooh.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
I don't have 10 ore. Nice example of the camera of early 2000s games.
And what do I get out of it?
While you're in my district, I'll protect you. If you get into any trouble with the guys from the new camp, or if one of the sect loonies gets on your nerves, you can count on me. If you have bother with one of the diggers, we'll help whichever one of you is paid. It's as simple as that.
And what if both have paid?
Then we sit back and watch the show, but that don't happen too often.
Oh, Southern Europe too. Okay, didn't know that. So then there's probably like a Spanish version at least, I would guess. Or an Italian version. Don't really know. I've seen that there's like I think there's a Polish version and a Russian version. And a German version and an English version. At least. That's the ones I know of.
What if I don't pay?
Hey man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. Take a look around. Collect a bit of ore, and when you're ready to pay, then pay. You can do it anytime, but don't count on my help until you've made your contribution to my expenses. I'm sure you'll understand.
Okay. I don't have 10
I'll see you later.
Just you take care of yourself.
I'm going to give him 10 ore later.
Hey, you!
Oh, and we can't
Lucky
just
for
walk into
you,
any hut.
But I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
That's a nice feature too.
Hey, you! Lucky for you, but I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
Ugh.
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what
Oh,
for?
check, yeah.
Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
Oh, then maybe I'm mixing it up and there is no actual Russian version, but the modding scene, there's a lot of Russians in there, I think. The rest of Europe played the English version, yeah, okay.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
Okay, so we are gathering new quests. I think we can we actually... Oh, that's L, the shortcut for our quest list. Missions, current missions. Or our diary. Probably L log. Log. Okay, so everybody's sleeping now, of course. It's the middle of the night. How am I going to find people? That's Jackal, we already talked to him. There's the digger. So we probably need a place to sleep. Hey Muraduki and Raiders, welcome. Dookie Dookie Raid. Hey Raiders. Brick and mortar distribution, as it was called back in the days. Okay.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Hey Muraduki, what were you playing? Or were you playing at all? Were you just chatting, as it is called? Steam also mentions the Spanish language option. Okay, so there is maybe a Spanish version. Or maybe that's just Spanish subtitles, I don't know.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Oh, okay, I can trade. Yeah, as I said, the menus and inventory is not very sophisticated, even for a game of that age, but it's okay, it works. Okay, so we can trade with Morag. Don't really remember too many details, I'm afraid, but yeah, we're going to find out. It's pretty... Let's find a bed to sleep in. You slept well and feel better. Nice. That's nice. Oh, and I don't have any picklocks. Lockpicks. And it's actually the NPCs that have names are actually the ones we can talk to and that have some valuable information and quests for us. Hi, I'm new here. I want to be a pirate. Hunt Showdown. I'm afraid I've never heard of that. Is that a kind of a modernish game? More modernish?
Hi, I'm new here.
You don't say. Tell me about the outside world. It's been over a month since I heard anything from outside.
N64 game on steroids.
I fight in the arena.
Oh, so you can actually see this time, Boca. I changed the frame rate is actually 60 Hz now, so it should be probably that 50 Hz streaming is the problem for you not seeing the stream. So this is 60 Hz.
Are you good?
At fighting? I haven't been doing it for long, but I've already won a fight.
Gormanis. Is that the guy we talked? No, we didn't talk to him.
What are you
yet.
doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
The glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
The infidels. Oh, Boca, that's good to hear. Okay. So, yeah, probably the streams, at least for this stuff, are going to be 60 Hz. It's really difficult for the older machines where you have a PAL version of things, and that looks way smoother in 50 Hz actually.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
The last 50 Hz streams I was able to watch if I chose the resolution. Okay, okay, so there's workarounds for that, that's good. What is the Sleeper?
What is the Sleeper?
You will find priests who'll be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Oh, the rain effect is kind of ridiculous, but at least there's weather effects at all, so that's pretty nice for a game that age. Could you describe the way to your camp?
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
The carefully crafted drop-on-ground animations. Yeah, indeed. It kind of looks like... is it one of the Lotus games or something? Like one of the racing games on the Amiga has rain effects, I think. I think Lotus 3 looks kind of similar. Haven't seen any females in the game yet. Yeah, I think there are very few, and they are very their roles are not very nice. They're either some of them are, I think, half naked, and the other ones are swiping floors and things like that. So it's not really. Yeah, I guess it's a prison colony kind of thing. Maybe that's an explanation for that, but yeah. There's not much gender equality in this game, I think. But there's some things you could interpret in a way that people actually made up their mind about things, and yeah, maybe they did. Maybe it's just coincidence. Karim.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Karim. You must have just been booted in here.
Sausage
or else
fest,
you'd have heard
yeah.
of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
More or less a sausage fest there, I'm afraid. Like, I think most of the Gothic games are. Scatty.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the
Wurst.
bets, hire new fighters. You know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
Business is business.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Of course. One-handed sword, 50 ore. We don't have any ores yet. Or not many, like 2 or 3 we picked up from the trash, basically. Snav.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Meat bugs. You want me to throw up? Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Oh no. Where can I find meat bugs?
Where can I find meat bugs?
Yeah, classic
Everywhere
fetch
where
quest.
there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Tasty meat bugs. Where can I find hell mushrooms?
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now.
Oh,
I
Neck
sent
is...
him to collect mushrooms,
I
but
think
he didn't come back.
the other digger's friend that didn't come back. We have to find them.
Hey man, new here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Yeah, sure. Get lost. Why not?
Why not come along?
Great, we can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
Yeah, and he's coming with me now and just talking to me once in a while. Gravo. How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him, so you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
Hmm. Actually wouldn't mind living there. Seems kind of chill. No COVID. No. At least there's no COVID here. There's probably going to be open world games that have COVID implemented at some point. Whistler. Hi, I'm new here.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want
I
from
will
me?
miss you.
I want to become one of you.
Thanks.
I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
Yeah, meat bug ragu.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Okay. Did you ever consider that I might just run off with the ore?
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the
Yay,
thing.
100 ore.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
Okay, let's see. Who was the trader?
Hey, man. I'm
Oh,
Fisk.
Fisk, there he is.
I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Why does that happen over and over again?
I'd like to buy a sword.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The Shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
Of course it's 110.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
You wanted to sell it to Whistler for 100. I don't think, maybe that's a smart thing to say. Maybe.
You wanted to sell it to Whistler for 100?
Just wait. That's right. I nearly charged you too little. Of course, I meant 500.
500?
Too little. You prefer 1,000? Fine by me. Well, now that I think about it, I'd rather keep it.
There must be something about that story after all.
Let's talk about Whistler's sword again.
You can tell him that he'll never get his sword.
Ooh, okay. We
Show me
messed
your
it up, I
goods.
think. I think we messed it up. Thorn of Wounds. Digger's Discipline. Okay, he's got some pretty nice swords there. Can we sell something?
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know their past. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah, sold some stuff I don't need. We didn't get the sword. Sorry, Whistler.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
Should save the game from time to time, I guess. Should have saved before that. So I don't think we're going to get the sword.
Let's talk about Whistler's sword again.
You can tell him that he'll never get his...
Have you got armor for me as well?
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
500 ore. Light digger's trousers and digger's trousers. First armor we get. Hey, Deeply Cynical. Oh, you missed the beginning of the game, actually. We are a prisoner in magical barrier enclosed prison colony that we can't get out of, and we have a letter for one of the boss magicians or wizards, and yeah, we just reached one of the colonies. I think there's 3 colonies in this prison thing, and we're just working our way up the ranks at the moment and getting some quests and some missions from people.
I can't get the sword. Here's your 100 ore back.
You idiot! We don't need idiots like you here. Get lost!
Okay, we messed that one up. That's not good, actually.
The sleeper be with you, stranger.
Oh, the sleeper.
I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
Jan stepped through that weird gate and suddenly all was 3D. There were actually people making like a 3D conversion of Ember Moon at some point, but they probably gave up.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
Eventually. Yeah, eventually I would like you to take me there, but not just yet, I think. Dexter.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed? I think I know.
What is swamp weed?
New here, are you? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth?
Yes, I am.
Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself.
Yeah.
But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
You can smoke it, indeed. There's all kinds of people smoking it later in the game, I think. And I think you can, the player character can smoke it as well. How much is in for me?
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing.
Show me your goods.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Oh, Dream Call, Northern Dark, Green Novice. And a map of the colony, but we basically don't have much ore at all. Yet.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. That's really not my problem.
Did we come this way? Yeah, we probably. This is a round thing, so we're probably going around. So let's pick up some mushrooms for the cook, I guess, at first. There's supposed to be... Yeah, there's the tower that's fallen over. Whoa! Sliding! Oh no! Okay, I just fell to death. No, not save. Load. So we can't really get the sword anymore, can we? No. But we can leave that open for now, I think.
The sleeper be with. I'm here.
Yeah.
And with
the
heard that before.
What if you? That's really not my problem. This he. Oh. What did he and to get?
Take me to your camp later. Hey, Pix Retro, good evening. You nearly missed it. Good thing you're here. Doing some really important stuff. Okay, he's just trading. Where did we go before? But we have to go to the fallen tower there to collect some mushrooms for the cook. Guard. Gate guard. What? Another gate guard, okay. So there supposedly are some mushrooms around here. Oh, there are, okay. Some hell mushrooms. Oh, slave's bread, okay. And hell mushrooms. Oh, and there's a lot of monsters again. I think we only need 3. So we're not going anywhere near the monsters yet, I think. And we need 3 of those meat bugs.
I don't think I've seen you here before.
No wonder. I've only just got here.
Then watch out. The outside world is pretty dangerous.
Pretty
You're only safe inside a camp.
Okay, I'll go back in. Thank you. We're only safe inside. So, where's our cook? And where? Oh, there's the meat bug. Okay. And we can actually... I think we can actually hit them in some way. I'm not supposed to hit any of the NPCs because they are going to fight me, and I'm not strong enough for that yet. Any more meat bugs? Yeah. How am I? Why? Why is that not working? It used to work. What am I doing wrong? It's really difficult to fight a meat bug. My sword's too short, yeah. I think that's the way you do it actually, but maybe they're on the wrong height. Not working. For whatever reason. Maybe they are clipping into the wall or something, I don't know. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That might be a bit high. Don't want to fall to my death again. Talked to him before. Yeah.
Step aside.
Step aside.
You have to watch what you tell me.
Oh, who's that? Fingers, who can teach me things, I think.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
Yeah, I don't remember how stepping on them works, actually. That works in the later games, I think.
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you come to me?
Diego sent me.
You should have said that before.
Mm.
If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you'd better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you.
Yeah.
Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
He's the best thief, so he can teach me things.
What can you teach me?
And that depends on what you want to know.
Oh, try with bow and arrows. Might actually be an option, but I don't have a bow yet. I had some 10 skill points. Do I have any skill points yet? No, probably not.
How can I improve my lockpicking skills?
I can't teach you anything, because you're so inexperienced.
Oh.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
Okay, so we need to level up to have experience points to then learn a pickpocketing skill. Oh, Mud.
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you, don't worry.
Oh, I can't give him the mushrooms just yet, because we don't have the other stuff. So we need some meat bugs. There were some meat bugs where we came from, I think, in the beginning, by the abandoned mine. Maybe we can get those. Well, there's some around here somewhere as well. Maybe. Meat box? No meat box.
Don't you have any plan of where you want to go?
No, I don't. Ooh, there's more monsters now. Ooh. Can't run any faster, I think. Can I? No. I can walk slowly. Okay. And I can jump. Meat bugs. I remember there were some meat bugs somewhere. Don't remember where. Somewhere around very close to the beginning. Maybe we can get those. Meat bugs? Was there a meat bug on the other side? Maybe, I think so. Yeah, there are some meat bugs. I can see them. I can smell them. No meat bugs? No meat bugs. Over there. Already opened that chest. We already took everything from here. And there's no meat bugs. this is a closed mine shaft kind of thing. There, meat bugs! Die! Yeah, it's not working. Why? Why? Do I need another weapon, maybe? Or no weapon at all? Ah, look at that. Okay. It's actually really difficult. Ah, okay. So it seems to work better without a weapon equipped. Okay, let's re-equip a weapon. Before we run into more problems here. Beat the meat! A dagger would be nice, yeah, but I don't have a dagger yet. I have a torch and a pickaxe and an old sword. Save the game from time to time. Meat. Meat. Bugs. I'm a meat beater. I don't actually beat meat in real life. I don't even eat meat. Huh. And I don't have a sword. Save game list looks like a recipe for a creepy casserole. Oh, that was not intentional. But we want to have meat bug ragu at some point. Oh, we are collecting the ingredients for the cook in the old camp that we are going to go back into. I think I need one more meat bug. I think he wanted 3. So we're going to have to find another one. But now that I know that they can catch them without a weapon, or beat them, that should be easy. If I can find them again.
Are you looking for a quiet place where we can talk for a bit or something?
No, not really, Mart. Not really. Can I give you stuff? No, not yet. Can't learn anything. Where's the...
I'd better.
Where's the dirt? There. There we go. Ha! There you are. Okay, let's try that again. Ha! Come on. Ah, you have to get really close and then hit them. Maybe that works with the sword too. But I think it worked better like this without a weapon. Yay, so now we should probably have enough stuff. What else did you want? Can I see that actually? Snaff. 3 meat bugs and 5 hell mushrooms for a pure recipe. Okay. How much do I have? I have 5. Where's the mushrooms? 5 hell mushrooms and 3 meat bugs. Okay. So that should be enough. For the meat bug ragu.
Is it possible we're walking in circles? I mean, I don't know where you want to go.
Yeah. I don't really know. I want to go to the cook. Snaff. I have the things you wanted.
I have the things you wanted from me.
Good.
100 experience!
I just
Yes.
have to add them. Then the stew will be ready.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh, he's actually making stew now.
This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more time left today.
Yay, Mud. You told me I could have
You
as
told
much
me I could have
stew.
as much stew as I wanted.
And that's true. Here, take 3 portions.
Yay! So now I have 3 portions of stew. Meat bug stew. Mmm, tasty.
I've gotten used to you already. We'll have much fun together. I'm sure of that, aren't you? Where do you sleep anyway? You can come to my place, no problem.
Ah, okay. I'm not sure if I want that. If I want more, he's giving me 3 portions every day. I think that's the deal.
Why did they put you in here anyway? Do you like animals as well? They're not into that one bit. That's why they locked me in here.
Oh, because he likes animals too much, okay.
And how far have you got with your tests?
I've already talked to Dexter and Sly and Fingers. They are some of the most influential shadows here in the camp.
There are some people who constantly try to beat me up.
He wants your
Horrible
body, yeah,
guys
probably.
From the new camp, real cutthroats. And next time I'll tell them that they'll have you to deal with in the future. Then they'll be dead scared.
Yeah, because I'm so dangerous at this point. So, oh, we should equip a weapon again.
Those bastards from the new camp will be amazed when they get to know that I have a protector. They'll piss
Protector, I'm not your protector, you're just following me.
Normally they'll finish people off quickly, but now they'll think twice.
Yeah, Pix Retro, there is not much plot yet, I think. I'm just a prisoner. And there's this colony I'm in, and this is a camp I encountered.
You know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll put in a good word for you, then perhaps you'll be admitted to the camp. Then we could meet every day.
And I'm just doing some quests now, and one of them is actually finding a couple of persons, and I think one of them is somewhere here, where there's the monsters over here. Kind of remember that. Let's just try and fight a bit. Oh, I wanted to equip a sword, actually. Come here. And I actually can lure them towards me, so I can fight them one by one. Oh, okay. Should eat some stew. Yeah, I should definitely eat some stew. Do I have some stew? Rice. Meat bug ragu. That fills up my health. Mmm, tasty stuff. Okay, one more. Okay, there's some hell mushrooms here, not much else. But it didn't hurt to get some experience points, I guess. One of the persons we are looking for, which is one of our quests, got lost. Oh, Vector Joe, good night. Please run away from him. I think he follows me around as long as I'm in the camp, but he's not following me outside because he's too afraid. So, I want to fight you as well. Wow, my fighting skills are really not very good at this point. Not good at all. Ooh. Okay, more meat bug ragu for me. Some raw meat? No, some grilled meat, actually. Oh, these bug-looking things that are flying there. They're not very friendly. I'm not going to fight those yet, I think. There's another one that's going to be a bit easier. I leveled up! Yay! My first level. First time I leveled up. Just don't go back then. Evening Sizor. Yeah, I'm going to probably stay outside for a while, outside of the camp. Look how nice that looks, actually. You can collect some plants. Oh, we shouldn't go there yet. We can't really go anywhere because we are so weak at this point, so basically everything is going to kill us except for these the types of monsters I already fought. So we're not doing anything stupid at this point, I think. Just slowly leveling up a bit. Oh, there's a lot of these. And oh, there's 2 of those in here. They're always there seeing me, and then they start running towards me. Basically, if I stay in there. So I can fight them separately, which is pretty good. Because I can't really fight that much. This is from 2001, Pix Retro. Released in 2001. German-made game. Another German-made game. Which wasn't really popular all over the world, but only in certain places, so... In Germany, I think most people who played computer games at all in that time know these games, or like a series of games. That's the Gothic series, but... Oh, I should actually fill up my health a bit before... Oh, there's actually 4 of them. I don't think I can do that yet. Yeah, that's the first time I play the English version of this. I played this like a year after it came out, probably. My computer I had then wasn't powerful enough, and then I had to wait for a year or something to actually play it. But then I really enjoyed it. And I think the whole atmosphere and like talking to people thing held up pretty well. The fighting is a bit crude, but it's more crude in the beginning without any fighting skills. It actually gets way smoother later. So the controls adapt to your ability to fight in the game, which is really kind of a cool feature, and it works really nicely actually. So later you can do, he does more, he's faster and he can do more moves and things like that, so that's really, it's really well implemented actually. Get some flickery graphics glitches there, which aren't there if you play it on an actual proper machine, I think. Doesn't run that well on Windows 10, I think. What did I want to do? I wanted to go to the other... I want to go to the other exit where we went before, because one of our missions at the moment is to find somebody who got lost while he was looking for mushrooms. And I was looking for mushrooms south of this camp, which should be here. If we leave the camp through this fallen over tower, we should be, this is the south gate of the camp basically. And there should be, I think this is the south gate. And there should be our mushroom picking place. Yeah. And there's going to be more fighting. And yeah, this is not going to work. We have to fight them one by one. Okay, that nearly was our death. With new GPU there are problems with DirectX and some others, but all fixed. Okay, I think what really makes this not work right is running OBS in the background. I had to restart the system a couple of times before I could actually start the game. So that wasn't right. But now, yeah, it runs reasonably well, but it has these like kind of flashing stuff happening every once in a while. That's not original. And also, I remember this not running that great on Windows 7. I played it on Windows 7 at some point, I think. Okay, now we have a single one that we can fight, I think. Yeah, that's better. Ah, and I'm slow. I'm not actually pressing the buttons slow, but my fighting skill is so weak that I can't move any faster. Okay, let's fight another one. It's only with streaming, okay. Yeah, so probably that's the reason why it's doing that. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to build a PC, like a period correct PC, to play this from and stream it from there next time, but I didn't have the time to set that up. I just kind of spontaneously decided I wanted to start streaming this game today. And then I tried to install it on my like a little Dell Pentium 2 laptop, but didn't manage to make it work. But I will eventually, probably, hopefully. Because that's what this Twitch channel should be about streaming from real retro hardware. Oh, look at that. That's what I meant. That's the dead guard. He's got some ore and an amulet. Oh, and there's an axe, actually. That's good. And an apple. Maybe that's the new iPhone. Okay, so we found the dead guard. Who was looking for the dead guard? One of the other guards, I suppose. Pentium 2 400 is the minimal CPU. Oh, okay, so I'm probably going to have a hard time running it on, I think it's... Is it the 233 megahertz CPU? I'm not quite sure. Probably. Yeah, but maybe. Yeah, I have a couple of like trash-picked PCs that could work with this. This ran really well. I remember playing it a lot in Windows XP, and that worked really well. So probably that's another option. Just set up a slightly... I think I have like a 2007 or 8 PC somewhere that could work with this very well. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I have a couple of PC parts and things.
Some people never learn.
So I think I want to go to sleep first, probably. This was a good place to sleep.
You're very probably right.
You slept well and feel better. That sounds good. Saving the game once again. So found Lost Guard. Probably I can... What's my mission? The Vanished Guard, okay. Sly the Shadow has promised to speak to Diego if I can find Neck. Yeah, and Snav told me that Neck... Yeah, where I found Neck was where the mushrooms were. Might run better on a Linux and Wine. Pentium 2 400, 128 megabytes RAM, 60 megabytes graphics. Okay, yeah, so it's probably not going to run on my laptop. So, yeah, that's probably why it didn't run on my Pentium 1 when I first got it. Yeah. I think it started, but I couldn't really... The 3D part wasn't working at all. So, where was Sly? One of you guys Sly? I don't think so. That's scary. Oh, I think Sly was one of the ones on the upper region here.
You have to work. I'd better keep out, but keep it to yourself. I doubt that's everything.
Are you Sly? No, you're Shadow. You're Shadow. You're Guy. Is Guy is not just a guy, he's someone you can talk to, I think.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess.
Yes.
Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
Oh, a hut.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
What if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Good question.
The guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff.
Good stuff.
You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
Of course you do. Which of the huts can I take?
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Hut with a little canopy?
Hey, you!
No, that's...
That was lucky.
Don't know which hut. So we're looking for Sly. Where is Sly? Ooh. So is that Sly? Are you Sly? I'm running around in circles. But it's a circular shaped camp, so that's okay.
Let's talk about something else.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is...
No.
We had this before. I want to join the camp.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a... Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
Yeah, his legs are
camp,
clipped.
There's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Sounds like difficult business. No, I'm not going to say that because probably we're going to lose the quest then.
People always talk.
I doubt that's ever likely.
Already know that. Where's the Sly guy we're looking for? Are you Sly? No.
Ah, good to see you, my friend. How about your daily contribution? Your 10 ores due, you know?
Here, take it.
Here, take it. 10 ore is not much among friends.
My thoughts exactly.
Of course.
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.
Okay.
I thought that had been cleared up. Don't blather someone. You shouldn't believe everything.
Okay, we can't talk to him at the moment, I think.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
Yeah. Talked to you before. Just going to save the game.
You're very proud. Maybe.
Are you Sly? That's Sly. Yay. I found Neck.
I found Neck.
Good. Have you got any evidence for that?
I found this amulet.
I found this amulet on him. Here you go.
It was actually the amulet the whole thing was about. You're a clever guy. You might have had the idea to keep the amulet yourself, but you've made the right decision. If Diego asks me about you, I'll vote in your favor.
Okay, so the first person actually is on our side. Maybe the cook is on our side too.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Graham. I draw maps. I haven't seen you here before. What do you want?
I want a map.
I'd like to buy a map.
Sure. What are you thinking of? The more you can see on a map, the more expensive it is.
Map of the colony is, I think, the only thing that's really valuable. Old camp, old mine, map of the colony. Beer and water. Okay, we don't need any of that, or we can't afford it. So, what do we do now?
And how far have you got with your tests?
I've already talked to Dexter and Sly and Fingers. They are some of the most influential shadows here.
Oh, maybe we can learn. We can learn a like a lock picking skill or something now. Should have some learning skill learning points or whatever they are called now. Where was the guy we can learn that from? Somewhere between... There, isn't that? The thief fingers? Yes.
What can you teach me?
That depends on what you want to know.
Open locks.
How can I improve my lockpicking skills?
You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? It's not too difficult to begin with. Above all, you have to make sure that your lockpick doesn't break off. If you're a little bit more patient in future, you'll see that you won't need that many lockpicks anymore.
Yeah, nice. I want to learn how to sneak around.
I want to learn how to sneak around.
I believe, no false modesty, that I'm one of the best thieves they ever chucked into this colony. But when it comes to teaching how to sneak around, Cavalorn is the better man for you.
Cavalorn. Okay.
Where can I find Cavalorn?
He's hunting out in the wild. You'll find him at the path to the new camp. Westwards of the old camp, there's a wide canyon. In this canyon, there's an old woodcutter's hut. You'll find him there.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Yes. You've learned something which makes you quite useful to us.
Yay!
We can make use of skilled thieves in this camp here. You'll have my vote.
Picked so many locks in this game. Yeah, you can basically just rob everything if you are careful. Hey!
People think I'm a complete lunatic. But somebody like you would never hang out with a lunatic. People would talk about that, so they'll finally understand that they were wrong about me.
Probably not a bad skill to learn early on, the lockpicking. This is Starter Skyrim. Yeah, this is kind of one of the first games that did that open world thing in a way that, in a sophisticated way, where actually the NPCs have like jobs and stuff like that and go about their business. I think there are quite some new aspects. Diego. What's about my esteem within the camp?
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people. Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. And he's anxious to see if you'll challenge Karim. Whistler is waiting for his sword. You should make up your mind whether to bring it to him or not. Otherwise, he'll think you've cleared off with his ore. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. Fingers told me that you've already learned a bit, but he thinks you can still improve your skills. I really need to talk to Dexter. He's using you for his own business, but there aren't any rules for the test. If you manage that, you'll be making a big step. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, Diego.
You're my best friend here. The others only want to get rid of me all the time. I'm really grateful to you.
Yeah, I kind of want to get rid of you too, but I'm not telling you because I'm too polite.
Hey, you!
Oh, okay, that's not my hut. Is that my hut? One of the huts is actually free, and I can live in it. Okay. Oh, I don't have any lockpicks. So yeah, what next? Let's do some exploring, I guess. Admission in the swamp camp. Yeah, the recipe of the sect. We don't have much stuff we can do at the moment. Other names? Yeah, they are. There are some English names in the German version. And I guess they are probably all the same. Yeah, Sahas Runner already said that as well. The names do too, yeah. Would you mind playing as long as they need to desolder those two damn CAAs? Are you working on a C64? I'm probably not going to play for very much longer because I'm already getting a bit tired. I tend to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning at the moment.
Listen,
for some reason. I don't know why.
It's really getting tiring. Shouldn't we look for a cozy place and get comfy somewhere?
Get comfy, yeah. No. I think there's really some mean monsters down there. Okay, that's a good monster. Can manage that. Scavenger. And he's actually coming with me, okay. Oh, I think he just flees whenever I get seriously attacked by something. Another old sword, okay, that doesn't hurt. Oh, and there's a couple of goblins. We're not strong enough for those yet. Should probably run away.
You're like a big brother to me. I never had a big brother.
Yeah, I need to cook some of that raw meat.
One. My parents didn't want me.
No.
But I'm sure it was difficult for them.
Sure my parents didn't want me. It was difficult, probably. Yeah, I need to cook some of that meat. I don't have any grilled meat left, which is kind of a good source of health. Lure him to his death. Yeah, I think that's a good... But he runs really quickly, I think. He can run really fast if he gets attacked. I think one option is to actually kill him. But yeah, that's kind of rude. Just to get rid of him. Okay, there's an encounter, I think, with some not very friendly people that I don't quite remember completely. Can I just steal their stuff? Yeah. I can. Can I open this chest? No, I can't. And they're coming after me.
Don't try that again.
They're stealing my gold. They're actually not killing me, but they're stealing. They're stealing my gold. Yeah, I think I want to load that again. Hey, Retro Gaming Denmark. Good evening, thanks. Good guy streamer. Yeah, definitely one of the best games. One of my favorite games ever. Definitely. And there are already some people who don't know it, which is nice, because people should play this game. And at least the second one is really, really good too. It's even, I think, the second one I kind of like better than this one, but this one has a better atmosphere. Like a more consistent atmosphere. But Gothic 2 is like, that's the true masterpiece, I guess. Okay. You're diggers.
Why are you here and not in the camp?
I'm waiting for a friend to return from the mine. He owes me some ore. I can't turn up in the camp without the ore. I couldn't pay the protection money for the guards, and then things would get real heavy for me.
Ooh.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in
Hey,
peace.
Katrina.
Get lost.
You missed quite a bit, but we're not very far into the game yet. Yeah, basically we're just doing some small quests to get up the ranks in this camp, which is the first settlement we encountered in the prison colony we were thrown in. And yeah, basically we have a letter for one of the wizards who are in there's actually kind of a castle in this camp that we can't get into until we make our way up the ranks a bit. And yeah, that's what we are doing now, and we are impressing people by fulfilling quests for them, basically. And we have some quests. We need to go to the sect camp, I guess, at some point. Thinking about joining the Brotherhood. Yeah, maybe we should go to the swamp camp next. Maybe that's the way. That's the way. Ooh, I thought it was... That was a bit high for my taste. It's 1 trillion kilometers down the Discord stream announcement. Sucks to be me. Yeah, so you're following too many people on Discord, I guess. Kind of a luxury problem. So, can I actually...
Show me your goods.
I would really like to buy that sword of you. But I can't really.
Let's talk about Whistler's sword again.
You can tell him that he'll never get his sword.
I could steal it, I think. So we're going to leave that open. If I tell Whistler actually wants me to buy a sword or his sword back from this merchant who's sitting over here. If I tell him I won't get it, then the quest stops, I think, so I won't do that. Because I think I can steal it from Fisk later in the game. Should we go to the swamp people? I guess so. To the swamp camp, which will be the second camp we see. But we're not going to... We're just going to do some quests from this camp there, I think.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.
Follow me. Okay. That's like a standard thing in the At least in the first two, no, at least in the first 3 Gothic games, where you just, people are showing you the way by just guiding. And they're waiting for you. If you fall behind, they're waiting so you can pick up stuff and fight and all kinds of things. And they are going to fight for you, I think. So there's a monster we wouldn't be able to fight. And he's much more powerful than we are. And we get the experience points for that, which is pretty nice. Can't do anything with the lizard. Risen series is also good. Yeah, but nothing quite compares to the first 2 Gothic games, in my opinion. The third one was also, with all the community patches and such, I like it. But the Risen ones, I think the first Risen game was, I liked that. I didn't really like the second and third one that much. Still cool games, but kind of confusing. Yeah, experience bonus. And I leveled up just because he fought some. Oh, and we can actually collect the wings from these blood flies. By the way, if you are hearing a slight humming in the background, that's because I have my space heater running. Because the heating doesn't work. Again, just like last year. I think I did some Amber Moon streams where the heating didn't work before. Can't get myself... Alex, I actually have I bought the in-box version of that, and I haven't really played it yet. Ooh, okay. These blood flies, if they sting you, I think they can actually poison you. And that's not good at this point, because I'm too weak to survive that, basically. Are you going to fight these lizards? No, we're not close enough, I guess. Hey, thanks for following! Okay, he's actually fighting them. So I'll just stand back and watch. Another one? No. And we can't pick up anything from the lizard yet, because we haven't learned the skill for that, for actually skinning animals and things like that. Yeah, it's my old Mac keyboard. That's actually the one I used. I actually poured a glass of red wine in it, one of the first Amber Moon streams. Actually managed to clean that wine out of it. At least to an extent where I can use it. And I actually like these Mac keyboards a lot. Hello? Where are you going? Oh, and I remember the first time I played through this, the landscapes really impressed me. It's like really well done design. It's not an extensively huge world, but it just feels kind of natural, even though the graphics are not very good compared to today's standards, but it's still the design feels good. It just feels kind of real. It's really well done. Same for the second Gothic, actually. Maybe even more so.
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for
actually
Cor
have some
Kalam.
quests.
He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I think I kind of want to end the stream soon. Maybe this is a good point. Reached the second camp and we have some smaller quests to do here. I'm just going to save the game. And I'm sorry if you just joined, but I'm getting a bit tired. And yeah, I think this is a good point to stop this and continue next time. And I think I want to set up an actual PC that's kind of retro for this to run this from, because it was a pain to get this to run on Windows 10, and it's not what this channel should be about. So I'm probably going to set up kind of a retro PC for this and stream it from that. Unfortunately, many open world games are computer generated nowadays, and you can tell. Yeah, you can tell this is handcrafted, and it's really like meticulously handcrafted. There's so many like little secrets, dungeons, and like corners of the world you can explore. It's really cool. The world building is really nice. Any parts I need at the moment? C64 parts I'm quite good, I think. Oh, you mean for the PC build? No, I don't. I think I have sufficient PC components. I have like I said previously, I have like a 2007 or 8 kind of business PC board that I could run Windows XP on. I think I actually did a video on that one. That it was just a PC that the company I worked for threw out, and I just picked it up and installed Windows XP. I think I tried to install Windows 98, but I actually ended up installing Windows XP, and that worked quite well for that. And that should be more than sufficient for running Gothic. And it's still kind of period correct if it's from the early 2000s, I guess. I'm always thinking about C64 parts, sorry. But I have enough of those as well at the moment. Yeah, so thank you very much. Hope this was a bit... yeah, it was kind of a departure from what I usually do on this Twitch channel, but I think I love this game, and I hope some of you saw this for the first time and maybe fall in love with this in the course of these streams. I plan on playing through the whole game at some point. I'm probably going to do more stuff in between, like older stuff, and yeah. But this is going to be my larger project for the next, I don't know how long however long it might take. Pix Retro wants to get it already. Nice. It's like $3 or €3 on GOG.com at the moment. It's like really not that expensive. I think you can also buy like a pack of the first 3 or something. First 3 Gothic games. And they are all the second one I like even better, actually. So that's a really, really good game. So yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'm just going to stop the stream and see you soon. Also, I have a new YouTube video out today, which you can watch should you miss me. So yeah, thanks everybody. See you soon. Bye.